Maybe I should say that SPLAB is SPLAB is where we are right now, is an intergenerational spoken word performance resource and outreach center dedicated to poetry, storytelling, conversation, debate, consciousness, and building community through shared experience of the spoken and written word. So this is right in our wheelhouse. Michael McClure published his book in 1995. There are a couple of older poems in this, and the new poem at the time, Dolphin Skull, he wrote a great preface in it. And he said that Goethe believed poetry should be incomprehensible and incommensurable. All art is that way to some degree, but much art seems flat and lacking in courage because it neglects to be difficult. He also says that what's urgent is not the quantity that is understood as one reads a poem, but how much one uses the richness of one's being to have the experience of the poem. So, now I smell my grandma as she looks at me through her thick glasses. Now I understand the sexual addiction of my young manhood was a crucifixion, glittering and lovely as an ostrich boa and smashed mirrors seen on acid. Eagles seen on acid are the rules that are broken in old poetry. The fierce eye, the neighing hand of the boy, the cracks with festoons of dust on the yellowing plaster ceiling, broken old car doors tied shut with ropes. Please come and take care of me, as the child's prayer grimly pleaded into a black eternity becoming the bulk of the body. My God, no, don't do this to me. My God, my God, my God, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I am alone in Grandpa's dark basement praying to you. I don't want to become an eagle when I die. Don't let the flames burst from this sooty smoke. There is the endless concrete freeway and the sun, then the cool fog. I have blown up and cooked myself over a fire. Smell the pot roast and the noodles. I can hear my eardrums burst, toes on damp moss, broken shells in sand. Broken shells in sand are not superhuman. Everything is divine. The body is the soul, the intelligent body. Cries from the sand are little crab's eyes, creepy and bright, and the musky smell of decaying algae and sunshine. A cold wind makes chilblains and bumps on the skin. Going back to the moment of the Big Bang. The Big Bang is the consciousness of lions dispersing the eagles. An eagle lands on the bare tree by the car and tears up a rabbit. Souls are dead babies. You know these things, like the smell of new tires, while flight after flight of planes with bombs pass over. I am still here, just as I ever was. I am furious and fragile and trembling, just as I ever was. Begging is heroic, striding as free as spirit can in its swirls, breaking up rainbows of agonies into actions. Part of this dark flow that is turned over and over by the hands of light with fingernails of movies of suns spraying the darkness, gray hair on the floor. Gray hair on the floor and the radio talking, steering wheel more real than anything else, foggy yellow lights in the tunnel, skinny, addled, wrinkled, childlike old Horovitz playing Scriabin on TV, me playing this beautiful pen, more alive than I ought to be. More alive than I ought to be. Oceans and freeways of grief and guilt. Triumphs of bare feet and drugs up the nose. Child of cocaine and raccoons in hollow logs. Fusus cryptestae philae. Nature loves to hide herself in Leonardo's secret language and the dimensions that disappeared after the bang. Old men dreaming of great-grandfathers are very wise, like sow bugs, and wooden spools wound with scarlet thread, and an antlered buck that drinks from a bowl in the yard in moon shadows. The sow bug rests in the shadow of a pine cone, and red cars cruise by while the world is making itself with my senses. Can this be the beginning of old age? Fear comes in stars of consciousness, and now I am somewhere else. The thorns in my finger make stars. The blackberry is sweet and black and red and bitter. Cries of red-tailed hawks are imitated by blue-black jays. Covers of old magazines are glossy, erotic. My sexuality grows underneath them like a rock rolled up on a beach by the edge of huge waves. I'm listening to you in my mind, a museum of dirty pictures. No one is interested, but the lion knows as he speaks to the eagle. This is all blackness. This is a cave holding a bowl of beef soup with the leaves and odors of Vietnamese basil. I will not eat baby animals. To chew on their ribs is tasty and revolting. I am spirit. I am a child with you. I am spirit. I am a child